Hello. The objective of today's experiment is observing the composition of copper 2 carbonate hydroxide hydrate and analyzing changes occurred to the compound as a result of this type of chemical reaction.
For this experiment, we're going to need a crucible to hold the chemicals, and we're going to need a balance to measure the weight before heating and after heating, and we're going to need a Bunsen burner to heat the chemical. Right now, we're going to add 5 grams of copper 2 carbonate hydroxide hydrate into the crucible. Once we measure the mass of the crucible and the chemical, it gives us a mass of 93 grams. To heat the sample, we're going to place the crucible onto the Bunsen burner and we're going to turn on a low flame.
If we double-click the crucible, we can see its contents to observe what's happening to the chemical as a result of heating. The reaction actually takes a little bit of time, and we should wait until there are some changes made to the compound here, and that would indicate that the reaction has completed. So as we can see now, the compound turned black. We should turn off the Bunsen burner, place the crucible, and see there has been some steam coming out of it as well. Now we will weight the crucible with the compound and record what is there. It is 91 grams approximately. To analyze what actually happened, we should go back to the balanced chemical equation and see. On the left side, there is copper 2 carbonate hydroxide hydrate, the initial solid compound. And as a result of heating, it decomposed into 3 other chemicals. First is copper oxide, which is left there and is of color black. Second is carbon dioxide, and also water vapor, and those two are in gas state, and that's what we observed when we saw steam coming out of crucible.
So from the chemical equation, we can see that for every 1 mole of copper 2 carbonate hydroxide hydrate, there's 2 moles of copper oxide, 1 mole of carbon dioxide, and 2 moles of water vapor. Now, what we did was we calculated the actual mass according to the molar ratio. By looking at the periodic table, we can actually find the molar mass of copper 2 carbonate hydroxide hydrate, which is 222.13 grams. For every 5 grams of the chemicals, we get 0.991 grams of CO2 and 0.811 grams of H2O. Now, once we subtract these two values from our original 5 grams, we get 3.198 grams, which should be the mass of the leftover copper oxide. Thank you.